friends, welcome back to the channel today and welcome back to the 2023 Board Game Buzz Holiday Gift Guide. Us over here at Board Game Buzz have been hard at work putting together 10 different videos, each video focused on a different group of people that we personally would recommend games for if you are looking to buying games this holiday season. For this specific video, we're chatting about party games. We have a big group of people coming over. These are the games that we would personally recommend for you to pull off the shelf and have a great time with. So let's go ahead and jump into this list.
One of my favorite party games, and probably the party game that I play the most frequently with others, is Telestrations. Specifically, I'm going to recommend you get Telestrations the Party Pack for someone who loves party games, because Telestrations the Party Pack doubles the amount of people that you can play with it compared to the original Telestrations, which is 1 to 6. But Telestrations Party Pack plays up to 12 people. I actually finally added this game to my own collection this past year to be able to play it with all of my mini nieces and nephews at the family reunion, and I had such a fun time playing it with them. In Telestrations, you have a word that you receive or in a card. You can either homebrew it and make up your own things, or you can use a card and look at what the card says to draw. So then you draw it, and then you pass your little book to the player next to you, and then they have to try to guess what you just drew. So then they make their guess, and they pass it on, and then that person has to draw whatever that guess was. And it just goes around until you get it back. And it can create a lot of laughs because sometimes family members are super comical with their drawings. It's just a lot of fun. It's really amusing, and it's going to be a great game to play, especially when you're at like a large family gathering. So if you are going to be visiting with a lot of family members this year, or someone of the people on your gift buying list has like a large family, and you know that they enjoy party games, then Telestrations Party Pack is a great idea, I'm stumbling over my words, is a great gift to consider for them.
So in my opinion, a sign of a great party game is having people standing up and screaming and yelling at the top of their lungs and cheering. And for me, Ready, Set, Bet is that game. This is the game that if you want people up and screaming and come on, let's go, this is just so perfect for that. So Ready, Set, Bet is a game. It's basically a horse racing game. So everybody around the table are placing bets on horses while the race is actually going. So there's also an app that you can do that runs the horses for you, but somebody at the top of the table is rolling dice and advancing the horses that are rolled down this track, and whoever makes it to the end, again, you're just basically trying to get the most money. But the amount of energy that this game brings is insane. You literally have people just screaming, cheering on the horses. People are throwing down bets left and right as the horses are moving. It's just pure chaotic screaming fun. So if you're looking for that in a party game, I would highly recommend checking out Ready, Set, Bet.
In the game Dixit, you are a storyteller, and you're going to have a hand of cards that have really interesting, beautiful artwork, and you're going to pick one of those cards from your hand, and you're going to look at it, and then you're going to make up a sentence based off of that card. And then everyone else around the table is going to pick a card that they think matches that sentence that you just said. And they're going to look at their hands, and they're going to pick a card, and then you're all going to place them down, you'll mix them up, and then you'll reveal them. And then everyone gets to vote for which card they think is the one that the storyteller picked. So it's just a really interesting game. It really promotes a lot of creativity. It's a really good way to like I said, because you have to you're making up mini stories each time that go with the picture. So I really like that aspect, and I really love the different things that people come up with, especially when you're playing with I think kids, and the things that kids can come up with when they are looking at these pictures and they have to make up a sentence for it. It's just so fun and engaging and amusing. Specifically, this year Dixit released a Disney version, So you could either gift the base game, which is, I think, a great gift on its own, or if you know someone, or if you have someone on your gift buying list that really loves Disney, you could look into the Disney version. And again, it's just such phenomenal artwork, and it's so engaging and fun, and I just think everyone can have a really great time when they are playing Dixit.
So Clover is a really fun cooperative word game. It's kind of a little bit hard to describe. I'll try to pull up a picture throw up a picture if I can. But in So Clover, you basically have this little disc that is shaped like a clover, and you have some little cards, and you randomly put those cards on this disc, and on the cards there's a bunch of words on every single side. And so somebody puts those cards down, or puts those discs inside that little clover, and on the edges of the clover you have to write just one single word that links or combines both of those words that are found in the tiles underneath it. Because once you do that, you flip it over, you take all those little cards out, and you mix them up, and people have to then take that clover and try to figure out the words, put the words back where they were. And so they're using your little clues, the word that you wrote at the top of the clover as a clue to try to figure out the correct combination that was there. And it's just a really fun word game. I don't really play a ton of them, but this one was really fun for me and the group that we played it at. So I made sure to put it on this list for you. So if that's one, if you do enjoy word games and those type of things, I would definitely check out So Clover.
The last game that I want to recommend for party games, I feel like I'm going to have a little bit of a hard time explaining because it's such an interesting concept for a game, and that game is Wavelength. In Wavelength, a person is going to, there's a set of cards that on one end is going to be hot and on the other end it's going to be cold. So, and then I, as the person who's trying to get the person, I'm going to have a card, and I'm going to have like I forget what you call it. But it's an arrow, and it's going to be pointing this far towards hot. So I am going to have to give a clue between hot and cold. So if this is hot and I'm trying to get someone to guess something that's really hot, I might say lava. And then everyone else around the table, based off of that clue that I gave, they have to try to figure out where that wavelength, I guess, or where that point. What is it called? Carly, help me out.
Meter.
Meter, yes, thank you. The meter, they have to figure out where the meter is pointing at, and based off of that clue. So that it can kind of really create some really interesting discussion among players, because people will be like, no, lava's the hottest of hot, or someone else might be like, no, the Earth's core is the hottest of hot. So it just can really create it's just a lot of fun. It's really interesting. It's, I think, probably one of the best party games that's come out recently, and would be a great gift to give to anyone who really enjoys, table talk around a board game and really enjoys a good party game.
Thank you so much for watching this 2023 Board Game Buzz Holiday Gift Guide. If you enjoyed this video and you haven't yet subscribed, it would mean so much if you could. It really helps support us in everything that we're doing on the channel.
Like and comment all the things.
All the things, all the games you're getting this holiday season, and we'll see you next time.